Was a horrible possibility many have worried about as protests continue in Portland for more than 3 months, and now a clash has turned deadly. Welcome to Quinn 6 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Dan Tilkin.
And I'm Jeff Gianola. Well, Portland police cracked down with 29 arrests on Sunday night, one night after a fatal shooting in downtown Portland. And late this afternoon, we confirmed the identity of the man shot and killed. The medical examiner identifies him as 39-year-old Aaron Danielson of Portland.
We have team coverage of this situation tonight, including response from the White House and Oregon Governor Kate Brown.
But first, let's start with our Wayne Haverly, who spoke with friends of the victim. He joins us with the latest. Wayne?
Yeah, I did speak with a friend of Aaron Danielson, and in fact, Danielson's family was inside his home at the time getting some comfort during this very difficult time, and they do plan to make a statement very soon, so we will stay on top of that. But what happened down on the street Saturday night, it quickly captured the attention of the entire nation, and it happened at 3rd and Alder, and our own camera crew was in that area less than 30 feet from the shooting when it happened. Our crew, they witnessed a tense verbal confrontation right before a couple of shots were fired. We also talked to a man who captured video of the shooting while live streaming on Facebook. Justin Dunlap says someone sprayed bear mace, then a man wearing white and a man wearing black started fighting with the man who died.
As far as the shooting, I couldn't see a muzzle flash. I couldn't see which person it came from. I mean, the guy on the skateboard got hit with the bear mace really bad, and the other two guys that were right in front of the guy that bear maced turned around and took off running.
Well, the tragedy on the 93rd consecutive night of protests in Portland followed a very large pro-Trump car and truck rally at Clackamas Town Center. Now, some of those vehicles, they rolled into downtown where some counter-protesters and Black Lives Matter supporters, they had started to gather, and there were several confrontations that included mace and paintball guns over a several block area. It actually appeared that things were starting to calm down, and that's when the fatal shooting happened. Now, last night, in a strong show of force, the Portland police made 29 arrests in Northeast Portland, just outside a public safety building there. And police say some in the crowd threw rocks and eggs at police. 2 of those arrested, they were carrying loaded guns, according to Portland police. Now, as far as the shooter, Portland police have not released a name or any information about the shooter, but as you may know, the internet is absolutely loaded with names and pictures and lots of information. But the chief, Portland Police Chief Chuck Lavelle, says you should not listen to those very closely. He said that his investigators are still working on this case. There's a lot of evidence and witness statements to gather very early in the investigation. Back to you.
Right. People wondered why we're not naming the suspected shooter. We can tell you we have different witnesses saying a different person pulled the trigger, so a lot to sort out here.
Yeah.